Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rafia and I am going to talk to you about resilience. When we think of resilience for the first time, we usually picture relaxing our bodies or attempting to calm down about a certain scenario. But our senses of resilience doesn't grow separate from the rest of our lives. It's also affected by things in our lives, like the people we meet, the things that happen around us, the way we work, and our morals and views. You can build resilience in a number of parts of your life. Emotional resilience. Being emotionally robust means being aware of how we feel and finding healthy ways to talk about and deal with it. It means taking responsibility for dealing with our mental problems in a smart way and making sure we act properly with other people. Emotional well-being means meeting our emotional needs by improving our self-esteem and getting to the right mental health care. Dean Ornish looked at the scientific literature for his book Love and Survival and found that adults who get along well with their parents, people who have a group of friends who all know each other, and men who feel loved by their partner all have lower rates of illness and death. Because of these results, Ornish thought that social factors might be just as important as physical factors in choosing health as a whole. Social resilience comes from having a strong network of family, friends, and people in your neighborhood and around the world. It includes making close friends and getting close to someone. Being socially resilient means being able to talk to people, care about them, and let them care about you. Beliefs or values that give you direction in life can help you build spiritual resilience. It is better to think about the meaning of life for ourselves and to be tolerant of the beliefs of others than to close our minds and become intolerant, says the National Wellbeing Institute. Every day should be lived in a way that is in line with our ideals and beliefs. If we don't, we will feel like we aren't being true to ourselves. When our acts and views match up with what we say and do inside, the unexamined life is not worth living, is what Socrates had said. A person with a strong spiritual resilience has a strong sense of why they are here and is strong in times of trouble. Resilience at work. Doing work for free, like giving or community service. Occupational resilience means picking jobs or activities that are in line with your views, values, and hobbies. This can give you a life, a meaning. Achieving the highest level of professional resilience helps you keep a positive outlook so you can use your skills and work towards your goals. For Jon Kabat-Zinn, mindfulness is a way of living based on the idea that the present is the only time that any of us have to be alive to know anything, to perceive, to to learn, to act, to change, to heal. With mindfulness practice, we can intentionally and deliberately pay attention to our inner and outer experiences in a way that is open, curious, and doesn't judge them. Mindfulness is the practice of observing thoughts and feeling as they happen in the mind, without thinking too much about them or responding to them in the same old ways. By observing ourselves, we create a gap between what we think and what we do. We can think more creatively and productively when we are mindful. This makes us stronger because it loosens up the stiffness of our bad habits. When someone takes responsibility for the results of their decisions, actions, and habits, they are said to be taking ownership. And when a person realizes that the choices they've made have led to their current position, they know that no one else can control their life unless they let them. This means that a person can choose to change, and this choice to take responsibility will lead them to a path of resilience. Our values are the most important things to us, and they shape how you live your life and the choices you make. They help you decide what's important and keep you accountable for making sure your life is going the way you want it to. The beliefs you hold about the worth of an idea or action give it a value. Values can affect many of the decisions you make. Our religious, cultural, or moral values are a big part of who you are, who we are, and they come from the things we've seen and done. We forget, though, that the experience that made us believe something is not always the same as what is happening now. For instance, having a bad relationship with our mums as kids can make us think that all women in power are out there to get us. The way someone's current events are good or bad depends on their ideals and beliefs. When what you do and how you act are in line with your ideals, you feel good about yourself and are more resilient. When the things that you do and the way you behave match your values, your resilience increases and you feel satisfied. But when these don't align, that's when things feel wrong. Thoughts are mostly under our control, but feelings sometimes seem to have a mind of their own. It's not too hard to stay with good feelings, but it can be hard to stay with strong emotions that are upsetting. Those who tend to want to stop feeling bad may either try to make sense of how they feel or push them down. This can keep us from feeling both bad and good. It can make us almost emotionally numb. Individuals who are resilient don't try to hide or ignore strong emotions. Instead, accept them and use self-compassion to deal with them.